Disney en Pixar's Elemental. Stream nu op Disney+.
We're all here because we're committed to the biggest question.
In this video, I'm going to straight up give you the step-by-step how to go from a beginner or average player to be a master at Fortnite and competitive. I'm not saying everybody watching this video is going to go pro, but if you follow the steps in this video, I promise you'll get so much better. Let's start out by talking about what the actual steps to going pro are. Plain and simple. Step 1 is learning the mechanics of the game and mastering them, such as crosshair placement, piece control, peaks, all that stuff. We'll go into more details in a bit. Step number 2, once you got the mechanics down, is getting smarter in fights. It's one thing to have good mechanics, but you gotta learn how to use them. Step 3 is getting good game sense. That way you know how to actually play a real game. This is stuff like getting storm surge tags, knowing how to rotate dead side, knowing how to choose layers in endgame. And once you have all those things down, you have what it takes to get earnings in Fortnite. But to be a top tier pro, you gotta be one of the most disciplined people in the game and consistently practice all those aspects. Those are the stepping stones to going pro in Fortnite. But now let's hop in and really dissect each of those things, starting with learning the mechanics of the game. Of course, one of the most important mechanics to master is building. Step 1 to mastering building is learning the fundamental moves of the game. This includes things like ramp pushing, being able to ramp towards an enemy while building floors and walls, strengthening your structure, and being able to double edit and triple edit, which is good to do so the enemy can't cone you and stop your momentum upwards. And of course, tunneling. If you've ever watched a Fortnite competitive game, you know tunneling is one of the most crucial things, where you build floors above you and below.
Ja. Helemaal wel.
below you and walls to your sides. There's lots of different forms of tunneling, but I'm not going to go through all of them in this video. I do have a how to build guide which goes over everything in much more detail, linked down in the description. But 2 other things you gotta get down is how to side jump. Get comfortable building walls while you're doing your side jumps, that way you can stay protected in case somebody's above you trying to pump you. There's so much more build moves to master in the game, but those are some of the most crucial ones. Another important mechanic to get down really well, which kind of goes hand in hand with building, is crosshair placement. Crosshair placement is basically just having the most concise movements while building, editing, and even aiming. You don't want to constantly be over flicking while building and aiming, because that's going to lead to inaccuracy.
Oh nee, ik ben nog een kou.
So the way you get better crosshair placement and get these tight movements down is mainly from just practicing free building. In my opinion, the best way to get better at this is hopping into my practice map where I have a free build with bots section. Go in there and start out on a slower speed. That way you can work on doing it in slow motion, and as you get comfortable doing it in slow-mo, move it to the faster speeds and try to keep that same crosshair placement applied. Keep working your way up until you can do it all in normal speed. Utilizing that slow-mo can also help you learn new build moves. One other important thing with crosshair placement is building fluidity in your gameplay. What I mean by this is watch this clip right here. When I'm doing this triple edit, every time I confirm an edit, my crosshair placement is immediately lined up with where the next edit begins. This kind of gets built with time as you build muscle memory with each of these different build moves, but it's super